Do you currently have a rental property right now where your tenants are not paying rent? I feel your pain because I'm a landlord as well. You see, when tenants are not paying rent, you as a landlord will be hurting because you still have expenses to pay, such as taxes, insurance, your mortgage, and also regular repairs and maintenance to make sure the property remains habitable as required by law. With the pandemic going on, a lot of people have lost hours from their job or lost their job completely altogether and unable to pay their rent. And regardless if they received unemployment or even a stimulus check, for whatever reasons, these tenants are still not paying the rent. And we know as a fact, as experienced landlords, when your tenants miss at least 1 month of rent, that their likelihood to catch up by the end of the lease is slim to none. That puts you as a landlord in a very difficult situation because now it's on you to try to collect the unpaid balance as what's required by the lease. To make matters even worse, a lot of state governments have allowed a moratorium to where landlords cannot evict their tenants all the way through the summer of 2020 because of the coronavirus pandemic. There has been a lot of relief for tenants, but not a lot of relief for landlords. And regardless if the tenants have received some kind of stimulus or unemployment check, they still can choose to not pay you based on what's going on. Also, we know for a fact that if tenants are not on time with their rent, their likelihood of maintaining and upkeeping the property is also very slim, which means by the end of their lease, the property condition is probably going to be very, very bad. And we know from past experience with people who are either past due on their rent or stop paying the rents altogether, by the time they turn their property back over to us as a landlord, the property condition is so bad that the security deposit they forfeit is nowhere near the cost of the total renovation needed to make the property ready for another tenant. So as a landlord, if you're in this situation right now, what are your options? Well, if you are burnt out right now as a landlord and no longer want to deal with the headache of maintaining and managing these kinds of tenants, then what you can do is cash out by selling your property to people like us at Fortune Homes. And what we're going to do is take the responsibility and the legal liability of evicting those tenants for you. If your rental property is currently sitting in a jurisdiction where the laws are more favorable for the tenant, you're going to find it very difficult to evict them even though the tenants have not paid their rents for months, even years. We have had so many landlords who've been burnt out from this situation to where their tenants have been living there for years and not paying a dime of rent. And they literally just want to cash out of it and move on with their life because they're so stressed out. What you can do is go ahead and contact people like us at Fortune Homes. We will give you a cash offer and we will purchase the property as is. So which means that even if the tenant tore up the property and really messed it up physically, we will take it in the condition that it's in regardless of what the physical defects are at the property. We will also take the responsibility and legal liability of evicting those tenants for you on your behalf. With that extra help, that'll be one less thing for you to worry about. So you can literally cash out, get all the equity out of your house, and literally move on with your life and not worrying about these tenants ever again. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and also visit our website at www.webuyhousesinDMV.com, and we'll go ahead and get a cash offer to you within 24 business hours.